Tottenham vs Aston Villa football prediction. A home-based match. Tottenham will host Aston Villa at home in the first round of the FA Cup 2025/2026, a crucial match for the London team and Oppos' ambitions to advance further. With home advantage and a determination to assert their position in the cup competition, Tottenham is expected to take the initiative and aim for a convincing victory. Meanwhile, Aston Villa enters this encounter under considerable pressure, playing away against an opponent with superior squad quality and experience in knockout matches. The disparity in circumstances suggests this match will favor the home team, with Tottenham aiming to settle the game within 90 minutes to secure their place in the next round. Aston Villa is entering this match in very impressive form. In their last 14 matches across all official competitions, Unai Emery and Oppos' team has suffered only one defeat and one draw, winning 12 of the remaining games. This impressive run demonstrates Aston Villa and Oppos' outstanding consistency, not only against average opponents but also against the Big Six of English football such as Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United. Their consistent victories against strong opponents are clear evidence of the quality of their play and their fighting spirit. Therefore, Aston Villa has no reason to fear traveling to London to face Tottenham. Their away form is also a major advantage, having lost only one of their last 7 away matches across all competitions. These statistics show that Aston Villa maintains confidence and effectiveness even when playing away from home, allowing them to approach the match against Tottenham with a proactive mindset. The recent head-to-head history also favors Aston Villa. In the last 3 encounters between the two teams, Aston Villa have won every time. Most notably, the 2-1 victory against Tottenham in the FA Cup in February of this year, where Morgan Rogers shone with 1 goal and 1 assist, becoming the decisive factor in helping Unai Emery and Oppos' team eliminate their opponent. This series of results shows that Aston Villa have a clear psychological advantage whenever they face Tottenham. Even home advantage is no longer a solid foundation for Tottenham when facing Aston Villa. Statistics show that in the last 6 times they traveled to London to face Tottenham, Aston Villa have won 5 times. This number is enough to reflect the level of jinx Tottenham is experiencing against this opponent, regardless of the circumstances or the nature of the competition. In contrast to Aston Villa and Oppos' stability, Tottenham and Oppos' recent form is causing concern among fans. In their last 6 official matches, the Spurs have only managed 1 win, with 2 draws and 3 defeats. Notably, in their most recent Premier League match, Tottenham lost 2-3 to Bournemouth in a game where their defense continued to show weaknesses. This inconsistent run of results shows that Tottenham are struggling to control the game and maintain solidity, especially when facing well-organized teams. Given their current form, unfavorable head-to-head record, and Tottenham and Oppos' inconsistency, it and Oppos' entirely possible that the home team will continue to struggle against Aston Villa in London. Another defeat for Tottenham would and Oppos' be surprising, especially considering Aston Villa are in excellent form and possess great confidence when facing this opponent. Regarding team news, Tottenham are facing significant difficulties ahead of this match due to the absence of several key players. In midfield, Bissouma and Pape Sarr are unavailable as they are on international duty at AFCON 2025, depriving Tottenham of 2 of their best defensive and tackling players. Furthermore, the injury list for the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium side continues to grow with notable names such as Kudus, Kulusevov, Maddison, and Solanke. The simultaneous absence of creative and goal-scoring players forces Tottenham to rely on numerous substitutions, significantly impacting their ability to control the game and their unpredictability. On the other side, Aston Villa also lack their strongest squad. Ross Barkley, Tyrone Mings, and Amadou Onana are all absent due to injury, while Guessand is unavailable due to AFCON duties. However, compared to Tottenham, Aston Villa and Oppos' losses are considered less significant, as the team and Oppos' core remains intact. Key players in all 3 lines are still available, allowing Unai Emery and Oppos' team to maintain tactical stability. Regarding the expected lineup, Tottenham will most likely field a 4-3-3 formation, with Vicario in the defensive line. The defense consists of Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, and Spence, names that offer speed and tackling ability, but still carry risks due to a lack of support from midfield. In midfield, Bergvall, Palhinha, and Bentancur will be responsible for ball control and recovery, but this combination has an Oppos. T had much time playing together. Up front, Mwani, Tell, and Simons are expected to create breakthroughs, although their cohesion and effectiveness remain questionable given the absence of many familiar stars. Aston Villa is expected to field their familiar 4-2-3-1 formation, with Emiliano Martinez continuing as a reliable custodian in goal. The back four of Cash, Konsa, Lindelof, and Digny provide solidity and attacking support from the flanks. In midfield, Kamara and Tielemans will balance defense and build up play. Up front, the trio of Sancho, McGinn, and Morgan Rogers support striker Watkins, creating a highly mobile attack, effective pressing, and particularly dangerous in quick transitions. In terms of form, Tottenham are lacking the necessary consistency. Recent unconvincing results clearly reflect the disarray in their style of play. Based on in-depth statistical data, the match between Tottenham and Aston Villa is likely to be an open game with many early goals. First of all, the scenario of at least one goal in the first half is highly rated. Statistics show that 5 out of the last 7 encounters between the two teams have seen goals before halftime. This trend has also repeated in 6 out of Tottenham and Oppos' last 8 matches and 7 out of Aston Villa and Oppos' last 9 matches. This clearly reflects the approach of both teams. Tottenham often push high up the pitch at home to seek an early goal, while Aston Villa under Unai Emery are extremely dangerous on quick counterattacks, especially in the early stages of the match when the opponent and Oppos' defense has an Oppos' yet settled. Furthermore, the likelihood of at least 3 goals in the match is very high. 8 out of the last 10 encounters between the two teams ended with 3 or more goals. At home, 5 out of Tottenham and Oppos' last 7 matches also followed a similar pattern, while Aston Villa are even more impressive with at least 3 goals scored in 8 out of their last 9 matches. These numbers show that neither team prioritizes tight defense in knockout matches, especially with Tottenham having personnel issues in their defense, while Aston Villa possess a high-performing attack ready to punish opponent mistakes. Another noteworthy detail is the trend of odd-numbered goals. Specifically, 5 out of the last 7 meetings between the two teams ended with an odd number of total goals. This trend also appeared in 5 out of Tottenham and Oppos' last 7 matches and was particularly evident on Aston Villa and Oppos' side, with 10 out of their last 12 matches ending with an odd number of total goals. This suggests that encounters between the two teams often have a clear winner, rarely ending in a draw. Concluding all the above facts, it can be predicted that this will be a high-scoring match, with a fast pace, many attacking exchanges, and quick transitions. Given Tottenham and Oppos' instability and serious squad injuries, and Aston Villa and Oppos' high form and particular knack for success when traveling to London, the visitors are fully capable of making a difference. Predicted score: Tottenham 2, Aston Villa 3. Above are the detailed predictions and analyses for the match that Global Football Insights 247 sends to our viewers. All predictions are based on the form, professional data, and actual context of the two teams before kickoff, hoping to provide you with a clear and useful perspective before the match takes place. Don and Oppos' forget to like if you find this news useful. Share the video so your friends can watch and discuss together. Subscribe to the G Global Football Insight channel to not miss our daily in-depth predictions and analyses. And most importantly, leave your predicted score in the comments. Which team do you believe will win? How many goals will the match have? Global Football Insight looks forward to reading your opinions and predictions. See you in the next news.